Hey everybody, welcome to the Council of Cyberfriends, your Sunday afternoon nerd talk improv show here on e-mprov.com, the home of all great online Google Hangout improv. Today we are talking about Adventure Time. For those of you who don't know, for some reason, it is like the most popular cartoon in the world right now, I think, or at least on Cartoon Network. And Julie's going to kind of lead the discussion in it today. So let's just jump into it. Julie, take it away. Let's talk some Adventure Time.
Oh, man, Adventure Time. Well, we actually just kind of got into Adventure Time this year, but really got into it and started enjoying it.
Yeah, we binge watched the entire series in about 2 months, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right up to the current episodes. Yeah, for those that don't know, it is a show about a boy, Finn the human, and his dog, Jake the dog, and their adventures in the Candy Kingdom, which is ruled by Princess Bubblegum. And they come to a head and fight with the Ice King sometime. Ooh, Christian, you should show off some of the cast of characters behind you.
Here you can see most of the cast of Adventure Time. And on the end is the gender-bent Fiona and Cake, which happen to be my favorite version of Adventure Time.
Right. There are female versions of Finn and Jake called Fiona and Cake. Cake is a cat instead of a dog because all dogs are boys and all cats are girls. So it makes sense.
And they are all creations of the Ice King's fan fiction.
Yes. Yes, they're all from the Ice King's fan fiction because that's where characters like that come from, is fan fiction. So it's kind of about, Adventure Time is a little bit about these adventures in this kind of post-apocalyptic world, but really heavily the series seems to kind of be about people trying to come together and make connections and the problems that come with it and kind of what solitude does to people. I feel like I listened to this interview a little while ago on the Duncan Trussell Family Hour. It's the podcast where he interviewed Pendleton Ward and another one of the writers for Adventure Time, who I feel terrible, but I can't remember his name. But in it, Pendleton Ward kind of talks about, in his life mostly, what he really likes to do is just kind of isolate himself at home with video games, and that his life is kind of a struggle against just doing that all of the time. And I feel like a lot of Adventure Time kind of, you can see themes of that and people dealing with that.
Down to even video games themselves, which is represented by BMO being like one of the most lovable characters in the game, or game show.
Yeah, BMO is he's their video game system, but he's their friend, you know. Finn's best friend is his dog, so of course it kind of starts off from this little metaphor for isolating yourself at home with video games. And guys, please feel free to jump in. There are no prepared remarks.
Yeah, it's one of the things that really connects with me about the show. Is so many of the characters work and feel really rich because they kind of represent different aspects of human personality. You know, like Lumpy Space Princess being that part of you that wants to brag and blame everybody else for your problems, but you know that you're just kind of a terrible piece of crap.
Oh my God, I know everybody just wants these loans.
Yeah, and it makes her so much more interesting character than just a flat, like, jerk character. You understand where it's coming from. Like, it's just all this insecurity, and the fact that she is the permanent, quintessential, like, 16-year-old that just, I don't care about my parents, but yet everything I do is defined by my parents. It's brilliant.
Absolutely. And I think one of the really impressive things about the show is how it really gets into like real emotions, like real stuff. And I think it gets overlooked or missed sometimes by people who dismiss the show as it's just weird stuff, because there's some weird, like, very surreal things in the show and some of the episodes that are told, but they also do, like, just some just surprisingly deep things as far as, like, just what these characters feel and kind of how that relates to people, even in just this fantasy setting, and, like, the way they treat Finn and his various relationships and crushes and things is, I think, like, really captivating, for just, they don't rely on, like, the typical tropes as far as, okay, yeah, he's got, a crush on the bubblegum princess, or, that's, but then, like, they, it doesn't work out the way that he'd like it to, and it's really interesting and upsetting, but, like, for, like, real reasons, and I think that's just really fascinating.
That's another one of my favorite things in the show, is that relationship between those two, because they handle it in a really smart way. You see that it just won't work because both sides, like, won't make it work. Like, Finn's too immature, and Peeves is just kind of a jerk a little bit. Like, she's very conceited and just won't even consider it. Like, well, I'm too into science and doing important princess work to be into you, silly boy. But yet I'm going to insist that you solve all of my problems.
Right, yeah. And it's like, and then, like, they make good use of the fact that there's an age difference between the two of them, and, like, that's kind of part why she insists, like, this will never happen, you just have a silly crush, but, like, Finn, like, she kind of denies that Finn's feelings are, like, really real, and like, they even get, like, there's in the second season of the show, I think, like, Princess Bubblegum gets de-aged, so she's actually at the right age level for Finn, where, like, oh, this could actually work, they're at the same maturity level, and, like, they both seem to be really into this, and then just because of
Lemongrab fucks it up.
With that, yeah, and, and she's still, like, like, she's the princess, like, she runs the Candy Kingdom, and, like, having to choose between, like, my, responsibilities given to me, through, royal bloodline versus should I be with this boy I like, it's tricky.
To the scenes! Hey, Julie, I hate to be lame, but I'm going to have to bail on lunch this afternoon.
But
No, I'm sorry. I know we had this whole thing planned. It's just my N64 stopped working last night, and I just need to be there with it.
oh, okay.
I hope you understand.
Are you
we can make it
breaking up
next
with
week.
me?
No. It's just the N60. It's been there for me for a lot of years, and I'm so worried.
It's a pretty
about
old
it.
system, right?
It's 16-ish years old now, and I hope that means you can understand, like, how much we've been through together. And I just need to be there for it and see it pull through.
But we've been dating for 2 years. Isn't that there's something stronger than a video game system?
It's 16 years though. It was the first system with an analog stick. It was there when my dad left. It was there with me when I went to college. Honey, you've just known me for 2 years, and I love you, and I'm not blowing this off. I'm not breaking up with you. I hope you understand that I need.
We cut to him at home. You made the right decision, bro.
I know, it was so hard to. I tried to explain to her that I didn't want to break it off.
I've been here for you.
Thanks, man.
You want to play some Mario 64? I'd love to play it with you.
That sounds great, brother. Yeah, put it on.
Here you go.
Are you feeling any better?
It still hurts when I boot up.
All I could find was that third-party RAM pack, man. I did the best I could. I hope it's working for you.
Oh, man, I feel kind of sick from it. Man,
No.
third-party RAM packs.
It's just as good. It's essentially the same RAM pack N64. Don't.
I mean, I mean, it's the same thing could have happened to me that happened to the Super Nintendo.
No, your pens are made way better. They're not gonna bend. You're gonna be fine. I'm gonna keep you around for forever.
I don't think it really is in the Nintendo Museum.
No, I swear, it's in New York at the Nintendo store, and someday I'm gonna take you to go see him. It is. They fixed his yellowing problem and everything.
So he's pretty again?
He's pretty.
He'd be pretty forever.
He'll be pretty forever, and he's up there next to the original Game Boy Pocket, and they're good friends.
Cut to N64 with his friend Dreamcast. Don't listen to those guys, man. All right, you don't trust a word they say to you. You know, they say you're gonna be special, that people are gonna remember you.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound right. But why do I gotta come all the way over here to the closet to talk to you, huh, Dreamcast?
Exactly, right? You know, just shoved aside in the closet here. Me and Neo Geo hanging out in misery.
Hey, somebody want to play Metal Slug?
Nobody wants to play Metal Slug, Neo Geo.
It's the greatest side-scroller shooter of all time. Come on, guys.
Look, I know that and you know that, but come on, it's no one remembers us anymore. All right?
Dreamcast, can I tell you a secret?
Yeah, of course.
Neo Geo creeps me out.
I know. He keeps thinking that you know, that Bonk was supposed to be on the level of Mario and Sonic, but he's not. It was never gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I got the best one, right?
Well, who's to say who's better, Mario or Sonic? I mean, just because
I can say it's Mario.
First, you could, but you know, I feel like there's a lot less upsetting fan fiction about Mario, so I think, you know, Sonic's got to go in there.
Is that how you define good?
You know, I define it in whatever works best for me.
I don't know. I don't have the internet. You would know better than me.
You know, I guess what I'm saying is that Sonic's on people's minds a lot more than, say, you know, they maybe don't think about Mario very much. He's nice. He's there. You know.
We cut to the Nintendo World Store. So I don't know, Tracie. It's just Sonic's really been on my mind a lot. I can't stop thinking about him. Like, why didn't he take off? Why isn't he a huge celebrity?
I don't know. I mean, like, they tried. They tried. There were 2 cartoon series that
one of the longest
aligned in
comic book series ever, and nobody cares.
I know. It's, you know, what people don't understand is that, like, those characters, you know, Sonic and Tails, like, they're sexy. They're really sexy.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, they're hip, they're with it. And
like look, here's a drawing of them kissing.
Oh, there's a lot of tongue.
Yeah.
I'm just sad that people didn't play like more of the Game Boy Advance, like Sonic games. Those were really fun. It just want people to be into Sonic.
A pittance compared to the Game Gear.
Yeah, the battery life on that wasn't great.
Hey, how's you guys' Pokemon tournament going, huh?
It's going pretty well, Dale. It's going pretty well. Hey, did you ever play the Sonic games?
I played the Sonic games. Hey, make sure to get that Clefairy in there, all right? I'm not supposed to give too many pointers, but you get that Clefairy in there. You want to see some Clefairy porn?
Yes, I do. Very much.
Okay, great.
Oh, gross.
There you go. It's Clefairy, but with a cloaca.
Oh, nice. Did you have anything where it's Clefairy and Clefable?
Ooh, I do, but it's at home.
Hey,
this is the only printout I have.
There's kids here at this tournament, guys. Come on.
But you're not kids.
Yeah.
You're not kids, right?
No, I'm not kids.
And that's why you should have known. Use a Clefairy against a lightning type Pokemon.
Yeah, there's not a hold down and cuddle move in Pokemon. I can't really take your advice, man.
Consider it an extra rule for your game.
Oh.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I got some other people to check on.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh. I can't
Look,
think about the game now.
If you can't handle this stuff, with a mature adult mind, maybe this isn't the
I
scene
don't know
for
if it's
you.
a mature adult mind to just be into the pornographic versions of these characters. I don't think that's adult. I think that's just gross.
Look, I don't think of it as porn, though. I think of it as these characters have lives outside of battling each other and running through loops.
I don't know if I want to think about that.
It makes it a richer character,
Does it make it richer
Yeah.
to think that maybe Mario and Bowser are going to start getting it on at any moment? I don't know if that's going to add to the excitement of my game.
Excuse me, did I hear you say Mario and Bowser getting it on?
No, I'm sorry.
I have a
I'm
drawing.
sorry. No.
I have a drawing, and I made it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's
Thank
pretty
you.
You are 11. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is way out of hand.
Well, see, but it's nice because it takes into account the fact that Bowser, with the turtle anatomy.
It's beautiful because if you really think about it, outside of when they're fighting in games, maybe they became good friends, and friends led to something else, and something else led to something else, and that makes me happy to think about. So I'm going to take my drawing and go back to my Pokemon tournament.
See, that's great. It's great, and it makes total sense because how many times does Mario actually see Princess Toadstool in the games versus how many times does Mario run into Bowser? Like every level. Every level they're there. Like there's something between them.
You get it. I'm sorry. I heard you
See?
from over here, but you get it.
Yeah,
you
I
get
guess.
it.
And Toad's there, oh, sorry, your princess is in another castle. And then Mario just got, feigned disappointment because he's really just there to see Bowser.
We cut to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, sorry, Mario, your princess is in another castle.
No.
I know that you were really hoping to save her here, but you were wrong.
Oh. I really put a lot of, stock into this castle. I mean, I saved you, right?
Oh yeah, I don't want you to think I don't appreciate that, but it's I'm just a lowly toadstool servant here. We really need you to find the princess.
Oh sure. I mean, I've been working on it for a while. It's been a long time since I've seen a woman, Toad.
Right. Well, because you love her, right? You love her?
I barely know this woman.
Oh. Well.
I mean, I've been running around, jumping on a turtle, and it's been fine, I guess. But
you seem like you spend a lot more time with the turtles than you need to.
Like I say, Toad, it's been a long time since Mario see a woman. It's been a long time. You got kind of pretty mouth.
Oh, what? I don't understand.
Tag out Tracie. No, it's not a mouth. It's where I lay eggs out of, actually. Thanks for asking. No, you stumped? You just stumped? I mean, we can just keep talking, or I could keep spitting eggs at you.
No, I don't know. You sure you want to keep spitting those eggs?
I mean, I could spit eggs all day. It's my one job here. Is I just stand next to the owl door, and I'm supposed to spit eggs at anybody. Nobody ever asks me questions.
Look, you are pretty like a woman.
Like, I am a woman, okay?
Look, you're pretty like a woman, or whatever.
Thank you. Thank you. You're handsome. I like your overalls. That's a nice outfit.
Hey, it's a workman's outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I work in this every day. This one's clean, or was clean, when I got transported to the sleep land.
Right, yeah. You liking it? It's a good neighborhood. The shy guys are so nice. Like, it takes a while for them to warm up to you, but they are very nice.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time with this shy guy.
Mm-hmm. I see you got one of their masks on your belt. Making some friends.
You know, it's a souvenir.
Yeah?
It's a souvenir.
It's a souvenir.
So you're gonna just be spitting eggs around here all night, or you kind
Well, I mean, I get off at
on?
6, so if you want to hang out, like I go into the owl door and play the slots for a while if you want to join me.
Oh, that sounds like a fun.
Yeah, that's real good. You want to split that turnip you got? I'm kind of hungry.
Sure. Here, I'll throw it to you.
Oh, oof!
No! Come on. Okay. All right. Well, still warm right now.
We cut to an hour later. So you were throwing her a vegetable, and it just hit her in the head and killed her.
I swear, officer, that's all it was. She was hungry.
I just want you to know how this looks like with a transgender dinosaur and an Italian plumber. It looks like prostitution.
I don't know your partner. You're not even saying anything yet.
But he's very shy. Okay, he's a very good officer.
Why do you wear that mask?
Well, just don't bring it up. Don't talk about the mask.
You don't have to talk about the mask. Okay. All right. You don't have to talk about it. Don't turn this around on us, sir.
Look, I don't know what to tell you. It could have happened to anybody. It was a big turnip. I throw it to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It just happens to hit her perfectly on the head, right in her vagina.
I didn't really know that's what that was. You know?
That's where the eggs come out of. What do you think it is?
Yeah, do you know anything about anatomy? It's really simple. Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't even want to think about what happened after that thing. If that's true, if that's the vagina, oh, man, I don't want to think about it.
Clear.
We cut to the offices of Cartoon Network.
Yeah, this isn't good. This is, I think this is a little weird. A little weird for kids.
Look, I just want kids to know what life is really like. And so I wanted to have a cartoon show that kind of encompassed like all of that. I'm sorry, I don't really like to leave my house much.
Look, kids don't need to know what life is really like. We're trying to spare them that. We're trying to hide it from them. So it's an awful surprise when they grow up.
Wait, are you confessing some sort of conspiracy to me?
Oh, no. I don't.
Why do you want to depress children like that?
Look, just because a bunch of networks all agreed not to be honest to children doesn't imply a conspiracy.
It sounds like the definition of a conspiracy.
Yeah, you cartoonists, you're paranoid, all just locked up in your basements with your video game systems and your doodle pads.
My video game system is my actual friend. I'll have you know.
That's what kids want, right? You know, we'll just give them a world where the things that hide them from the outside are their friends.
But I had a video game system die on me, and I want to do a cartoon episode about that.
It's getting pretty real again there. It's kind of upsetting, you know. Can't let kids understand that death is a part of life and that everyone is going to experience it over and over again.
What do you gain from this conspiracy, really?
Money, mostly.
Oh. That was candid of you.
Actually. You know, we like to tell it how it is, except in our shows.
You know, I like you in person.
Well, thank
Call
you.
out Julie. So soon, kids won't want to watch cartoons anymore, and they can go back to playing Metal Slug, and our plan will be complete. You're my best friend, Cartoon Network employee.
Hey, you know, we do what we gotta do to make kids happy.
Yeah, SNK
unaware.
forever.
Yeah. You know, it's all right though that Metal Slug is, full of tanks and explosions and.
Because that's what life's
people...
really about, kids.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Violence, I don't care. Show as much gruesome violence as you can, but the intricacies of life, death, and interpersonal relationships, that gives me the willies.
Screw that. Hey, you gonna finish your soft tacos?
Yeah, you want a bite?
Hell yeah, I do. Put it in my cartridge slot.
All right, there you go. Neo Geo, what's wrong? What happened?
Oh no, my Neo Geo. My Neo Geo.
I don't know what happened.
Why are there tacos in my Neo Geo?
It probably there was a vacuuming effect. The system it just started sucking in taco bits, and I was like,
look, I'm a cartoonist. I'm too sensitive for this.
Look, we'll get you we'll get you a new one. We'll get you one of them gaming watches.
We cut to an hour later. So you just threw the soft taco into the game system's vagina perfectly, and it choked to death.
Is that what that was? I didn't know.
What else would that slot be other than a vagina, huh? I just want you to know how this looks. You in a transgender Neo Geo pocket doesn't look good.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that vaginas and mouths are very similar.
See! I don't know if it's going to get any better than vaginas and mouths.
Are very.
More lessons for the kids.
Yep.
It's what life's really about, kids.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here on the Council of Cyberfriends, is busting out truth bombs.
Food can go in anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Especially vaginas that are not in places you would think.
Oh, man. Oh, it was such a fun show. Thank you to Julie and Tracie for joining me this afternoon. And join us next week here on the Council of Cyberfriends.
Hi, friends.